Hey, what's going on, man? Goose here, man. Got another video for you as we got to recap week number 3 in the NFL. And let's get right to it. Let's get right. Thursday night, we had the Giants and the 49ers. San Francisco stays undefeated. They beat the Giants 30-12 as they stay at 3. They'll go to 3-0, excuse me. They'll go to 3-0. Giants fall to 1-2 as Brock Purdy threw for 300, threw for 310. Take out the sacks, he threw for 300 as a team. Did have 2 touchdowns. As McCaffrey had 18 carries for 85. He also had a rushing touchdown. Deebo Samuel 6 catches for 129. He had a touchdown, and Ronnie Bell also had a touchdown for San Francisco. Or for the Giants, Daniel Jones 22 out of 32, threw for 137, no touchdowns and an interception. As of course he's gonna get a lot of the blame. He's the quarterback, but just look at their rushing. 29 yards. 29 yards. Not all Daniel Jones' fault. As Darius Slate had 3 receptions for 32. Giants, they just without Barkley, they're not going to be able to run the football. Just that simple. So San Francisco stays undefeated. All right, we got the Titans in the Browns. As the Browns defeat the Titans 27-3. Deshaun Watson threw 289 yards, threw 2 touchdowns, no picks. The Browns only ran the ball for 78 yards as a team. It's Pierre Strong, 6 carries for 27. Jerome Ford had 10 for 18, that touchdown. But the Browns got it done. They win 27-3. As Tannehill, only throws for 100 yards, 104 yards. And Derrick Henry, 11 carries for 20. So the Browns defense really just destroyed the Titans. As Titans definitely need to look for a new. They need to look for. We got the Lions and the Falcons. The Lions defeated the Falcons 20-6 in Detroit, as Marie says hi. As Jared Goff threw for 243, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Desmond Ridder threw for 201, no touchdowns, no interceptions. But the Falcons only ran the ball for 44 yards as a team. That's just you run the ball for that little, it's not going to be good. As Jahmyr Gibbs had 17 carries for the Lions for 80 yards, and St. Brown 9 receptions for 102 for the Lions. As Laporta had the touchdown, receiving 8 catches for 84 for him. As the Lions go to 2-1, Falcons fall to 2-1 on the season. Next on the list, we have the Saints and the Packers. As the Packers score 18 points in the fourth quarter, as they defeat the Saints 18-17. As Jordan Love threw for 259 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. As they look at the running. Neither team ran the ball that well. It's just that the Packers made the plays in the end in the fourth quarter. They got the defensive stops in the fourth quarter, and then their offense exceeded. They excelled in the fourth quarter as they won 18-17. Derek Carr gets hurt in the loss. Did have a touchdown through the air. Rashid had the other touchdown for the Saints on punt return, but Saints need to run the ball more. 22 carries as opposed to 34 attempts, throwing the football in a game that you were winning majority of the game. That should be flip-flopped. You should run the ball a lot more. But hey, I'm not the OC. Olave did have 8 catches for 104 for the Saints, and then Jimmy Graham had the receiving touchdown for New Orleans. We got the Broncos and the Dolphins. Man, Dolphins score 70. They score 70 freaking points against the Denver Broncos. 70. Man, and you give up 70 points defensively in the NFL. That's just and that just shouldn't happen in today's NFL. As a 2 or 3 for 4 touchdowns. White off the bench came and threw a touchdown for Miami. As A Chain ran for 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mostert also had 3 touchdowns for Miami as they scored 70 points, 70-20. Uh, as Tyreek Hill had a touchdown, so did Chosen and Mostert, and then A Chain. All those guys had touchdowns receiving. 3-0 for the Dolphins. Broncos are 0-3 under Sean Payton. Chargers and the Vikes. Chargers and the Vikes as Chargers win 28-24. As I saw some of the highlights of this game, and I saw that the Chargers went for it. They went for it on their side of the 50, which was kind of surprising, and they didn't get it, but they lucked out. I think they lucked out as the Vikings threw interception. So Herbert threw for 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, threw for 400 yards. Only ran the ball for 30 yards as a team. As Keenan Allen had 18 receptions for 215. Mike Williams had 7 receptions for 121. But I think Mike Williams, for his ACL, he's gone for the year. Unfortunately for the Chargers, as the Vikings fall again. Man, the Chargers win 28-24. As Cousins threw for 3 touchdowns and a pick. Madison 20 carries for 93. Man, I wonder how much longer they're going to stick with Cousins. Do they make a move? Because at 0-3, the Vikings more likely are not making the playoffs. Just all right, the Patriots and the Jets. Patriots get their first win, 15-10 over the Jets. As Mac Jones threw for 201 and 1 touchdown, no interceptions. As Ezekiel Elliott had 80 yards on the ground, and Ramondre Stevenson had 59 yards on the ground. As Brown had 2 receptions for 71 and a touchdown for the Patriots. Over for the Jets, Zach Wilson, 18 for 36. He's getting a lot of criticism, but it's not really his fault. I mean, he wasn't supposed to be the starter this year. Was supposed to be the starter this year as the Patriots win 15-10 as they get their first win of the year. Zach Wilson was just supposed to be the backup. Bills and the Commanders as the Bills destroy Washington 37-3 as both teams are 2-1 of the season, but Josh Allen threw for 218 touchdown and a pick. Sam Howell threw 4 interceptions for Washington. James Cook 15 carries for 98 for the Bills. Allen and Murray had a touchdown on the ground for Buffalo. Gabe Davis had 1 catch for 35, a touchdown. As Stephon Diggs had 8 for 111. Buffalo, as they're losing the first game, they won the next 2. Now they're 2-1 in the season. They defeat the Commanders. We got the Texans and the Jaguars. This was a little surprising. I thought Jacksonville was going to win this game. As C.J. Stroud threw for 2 touchdowns, no picks, threw for 280 yards. Singletary was the leading rusher for Washington. For Houston. Excuse me. No, I said Washington. For Houston, 9 carries for 41. Tank Dell, 5 receptions for 145 for Houston and a touchdown. Jordan also had a touchdown for Houston. As Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence, 40 attempts, threw for 279, touchdown and interception. Travis Etienne, 19 carries for 86. Hank Bigsby had a touchdown for Jacksonville in a losing effort. Evan Ingram was the leading receiver, 7 catches for 67 for Jacksonville. But and the Jags, I thought Jacksonville was going to win this game. But hey, that's what I guess I get for thinking, right? Like if we're thinking what I get for thinking. So Jacksonville goes to 1-2. Houston gets their first victory of the year. They're 1-2. Yeah, the Colts and the Ravens. As without Anthony Richardson, I thought the Ravens were going to win this game at home, but the Colts, Gardner Minshew, threw for a touchdown. 227 yards through the air is Zach Moss, 30 carries for 122 for the Colts. Michael Pittman, 9 catches for 77 for the Colts in a winning effort. Lamar Jackson, 202, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Did have 2 rushing touchdowns, ran for 101 for the Ravens, but the Colts are 2-1. Baltimore's 2-1. So I was surprised. I thought at home. That's what I thought. I think I had the Patriots and the Panthers. I did the Patriots. Got the Panthers and the Seahawks. As the Seahawks win 37-27 over Carolina. As Geno Smith threw for 296 touchdown and the pick. Dalton had 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns and no picks for Carolina. As he started the game and played the whole game. Threw for 361. Miles Sanders had 9 rushes for 24. A touchdown for Carolina. Adam Thielen, 11 catches for 145 for Carolina. Kenneth Walker, 18 rushes for 97 for Seattle. DJ Metcalf, 6 catches for $112 for the Seahawks. They go to 2-1. Carolina is 0-3 on the year. At the Bears and the Chiefs. If the Chiefs win 41-10. Mahomes, 3 touchdowns and 3 touchdowns, no picks. 3 for 272. Justin Fields, 99 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Fields was the leading ball carrier, 11 carries for 47 for Chicago. Checo, 15 carries for 62. Edwards-Helaire, 15 carries for 55. Both those guys had a rushing touchdown for Kansas City. As Kelsey, 7 receptions and a touchdown for the Chiefs. As Chiefs are 2-1, Bears are 0-3. The Bears, man, Bears are bad. They're gonna have a decision to make about Justin Fields. I don't know if he's gonna be in their future plans. We got the Cardinals and the Cowboys. This was probably the shocker of the day. The Cardinals win 28-16 as the Cowboys lose and knocked a lot of people out of the survivor pool. As Prescott threw 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 249. Tony Pollard, 23 carries for 122 for the Cowboys. As Michael Gallup, 6 catches for 92. All in a losing effort. As the Cardinals scored 28 points. As they win 28-16 as Dobbs threw for $189, a touchdown and the pick. Connor had 14 carries for 98, a rushing touchdown. Rondale Moore had a rushing touchdown for Arizona. As Hollywood Brown had the receiving touchdown for the Cardinals. They're 1-2. Cowboys are 2-1. Yeah. All right, they've got the Sunday night game. We got the Steelers and the Raiders. As the Steelers improve to 2-1, Raiders fall to 1-2. As Kenny Pickett threw for 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Jimmy Garoppolo, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions for Las Vegas. As the Raiders are 1-2, man. But see, Najee Harris had 19 carries for 65 for Pittsburgh. Jacobs had 62 yards on the ground for the Raiders. Devontae Adams did have 2 touchdowns receiving for Las Vegas in a losing effort. Those three interceptions, man. If you throw 3 interceptions, more likely you're not going to win. And the Raiders didn't win Sunday night as the Steelers went 23-18 road. All right, we got 2 Monday night games. We got the Eagles and the Buccaneers. As Philadelphia wins 25-11. As they're 3-0, the Buccaneers are 2-1. As Jalen Hurts did throw 2 interceptions. Not a very good, wasn't a very good passing performance by Jalen Hurts today. But the running game was really, really big for Philadelphia as they ran for 201 yards as a team. DeAndre Swift was really good on the ground. 16 carries for a buck 30. Over for the Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield threw a touchdown, did have an interception, as their offense was really out of funk until that one drive they scored a touchdown and got that 2 point conversion in the fourth quarter. The Buccaneers offense was just out of sync until then. But so the Buccaneers are 2-1. Philadelphia is 3-0 on season. All right, and last Monday night game we got the Rams and the Bengals. As Joe Burrow played, uh, didn't play very well, but they won. Did the Bengals 19 to 16 as Matthew Stafford, he had 2 interceptions, a touchdown, threw for 269. Joe Burrow had no touchdowns in the pick. He threw for 259. Both teams had problems running the football. The Bengals only had 67 yards rushing. Rams had 71. So all in all, this was an offensive-less game. Thought the Bengals got the win. That's all that matters in the NFL is wins and losses. They're 1-2. Rams 2, and there is your week number 3 recap. So guys, have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time